Hey, happy hump day and welcome back to my channel, everybody. I'm that doll guy and thank you for tuning in. It's been a little while since I have done a video, not as long as it's been in the past, but I just had some spare time. I want to show you guys a little bit about what I've been working on. And so I have here a gal sitting in her vanity petting her pet cats. And as some of you know, I've really been into Catwoman custom dolls, one of a kinds, things like that. And so I have my newest photo shoot from my newest custom that I kind of put together. I can't get all the credit for it, but if you check out That Real Doll Guy on Instagram, you'll find my posts. And so my latest features Selena Kyle sitting here at her vanity, petting her pet cats, which I got these cats at Hobby Lobby and I gave them a matte black paint job to cover the white that they had on their paws and tummies and muzzles. And this vanity is Gloria furniture. You can find on eBay, Walmart, Amazon. It's very cheap, but it does the job. The mirror's not the greatest for her reflection. And she has her accessories from the mini fashion balls. And so I have several Catwomen, but this is my Selena Kyle, her secret identity doll. So what I did was, my storyline is featuring a costume change. I don't know how many of you are old school like I am, but in Batman number 197, probably back in 1966, somewhere in there, they ushered in a new Catwoman, which would be heralded on the 1966 Batman TV show, starring Julie Newmar, who we have seen Mattel do with this lovely version of Catwoman. She is the Julie Newmar version. I can't remember when she came out, guys. If anybody knows, please comment below. Was it 2010, 2012? You know, I don't know. But beautifully done. One of my favorite dolls. Pretty close to what you'd see from the TV show. Everything from the black lycra to the jewelry to the accessories. I just love her. But in the comic book version, she was a little bit different. So the version that ushered Julie Newmar in on the TV show was featured on the cover battling Batgirl over the affections of Batman, of which Batgirl didn't have any affections for Batman, but Catwoman did, and she was jealous, and it was the mod swinging 60s. And so I think they had just come out from probably featuring the comic version of Catwoman with the purple jumpsuit, green cape from, I believe it was Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane, number 70 and 71, somewhere's in there. And from there, they were going a little bit more swinging 60s. So on that cover, which I'm going to show you, I did my own version, my own custom of the Catwoman featured in that issue. And she might have been in, maybe made an appearance in that costume in Batman number 210. It wasn't well received, however, I liked it. A lot of the letters pages in those comic books back then were kind of saying, why do all the bad guys have green? But I love green, it's my favorite color. I thought it was unique for Catwoman. So I'm about to unveil to you and show you my custom version. So what I did was I used this base model. Of course, I bought a second one. Used some of her parts and kind of ordered other things. I'm going to show you what I used to create my own version of the Catwoman featured in Batman 197. And she is right here. Da-da! She's pretty cute. We're gonna kind of get a close-up of her. So she is this Julie Newmar pink label Barbie that I rerouted. So I ripped her hair out and I rerouted her. I got some hair on Etsy from the Doll Planet, and the doll hair that I used to reroute her is this ink black N255. It's just a 1 ounce hank, I think they call it. And I make my own rooting tool with an X-Acto knife and my own number 9 needles and number 10 needles to root. So I rerouted her brown hair to the black. I used the cat accessories from the Julie Newmar version to make her ears, her mask, I recycled her necklace because this is how it looked on the cover of Batman 197. Used the gloves and the belt. And these boots I bought from, just found a pair on eBay. They're kind of like rubbery. They're slit in the back, so they slide on relatively easy, and they go over the pant leg of a cat suit. So what I did was, with the ears, the mask, the gloves, well, let's see, what did I do? I know I painted the mask and the ears, and that was, oh, I didn't bring the paint sample, shucks. It's a metallic green, kind of like this sour apple or acid green type color. It's the same color. So I painted the mask first and I painted the ears first, just so the black wouldn't show through from the original. The gloves, I don't think I painted those. And the belt, I don't think I painted. I think what I did was I used, once these were painted, the mask and the ears, I sprayed all her accessories with this spray adhesive, this E6000. It's a pump spray, so you can actually use it indoors. I was just doing things on a paper plate. That's how I roll. Very simple. So you just kind of spray this. It's like a pump. It's not an aerosol, so it doesn't make your room smell bad and stuff. So I sprayed it on, saturated the. Well, first I gotta say, I put the gloves and the boots on like metal chopsticks, so it keep that shape, because these are going to almost harden. They're going to lose their silky, fabricy texture, and they're gonna be more like hardened gloves that kind of just slide on. And the belt I just sprayed, and these boots I think I painted the boots green first to give them a base. But then I sprayed them with that E6000 paint. Then I put, from Hobby Lobby, I found this glitter, extra fine lime. There are various colors though, and if you guys ever try to do your own custom of this cute little green Catwoman that was only in the comics for a short time, they have lots of different shades of green. And I'll talk about the bodysuit in a minute. So once I put like a bunch of this in just a little sandwich baggie, like a Ziploc bag, and I did the whole shake and bake kind of method where first I took the ears. The ears are obviously the same ears as hers, and they're black, but I knew her hair would be black, so I only glued, I might have actually used a paintbrush to brush the glue on those ears, because I wanted it just on the ears and not on the headband, because I wanted the headband to match with the hair. So I did just the ears, and then I dropped the ears into the bag of glitter, and I shook them up to get them coated in this extra fine glitter. They also have fine and ultra fine. And I did the same thing with the mask. I sprayed it with an E6000 pump glue and shook it in the bag. Same with the gloves, but I had them, I stuck them on a metal chopstick, the thick part of the chopstick, and I kind of just stuck them in a paper cup to kind of use as a stand so then they could dry that way. Same thing with the belt and the boots. So I love glitter. I'm seeing now I want to incorporate more glitter in my customs. I am new to customs. I've only done a few, and I don't sew. So I've done my own masks, but I usually just take other pieces and customize them because that's just my skill level. I'm not very good. I'm not very creative. So I just, do the best I can with like working parts. And then I had this bodysuit came from Hiliganda's boutique on Etsy. She has a variety of these kind of suits with different colors. She does have black, so if any of you missed out on the original Julie Newmar Catwoman, which is getting kind of expensive on eBay, you can still get these, which are very close to the original. So I found this one, it was in jade. I wish it would have been more like a green as opposed to jade, but I feel like the lime green glitter kind of balances that jade and gives me the look that I kind of wanted. So I think she looks pretty cute. I did have to cut the cuffs off the bottom of the cat suit because they're too thick for the boot. So I kind of cut them so they're more skin tight at just above the ankle. And then I don't sew, so I just use some fabric glue to kind of tack the ends so they wouldn't fray. And then for the sleeves, in order to slide the gloves on over these cat suit sleeves, I just sewed the cuff in between the index finger and thumb of her hand. I sewed the sleeve together to expose the thumb and the fingers, kind of like when you see gals wearing those tops that have like the thumb holes, and they kind of wear them like almost like a glove sleeve on their shirt. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but you probably know what I'm talking about. They have like the thumb holes in the sleeves, and so it kind of was the same concept here. So as you slid the glove up, it kept the sleeve from rolling up. They could probably be pushed up a little bit higher. I probably could cut off the end of the cuff because it is a little bit thick, make it more of that skin tight kind of, you know, thing, and then re-sew between the thumb and the, sew the sleeve together between the thumb and the fingers to kind of have them maybe slide a little bit higher, but, you know, I'm not in the mood to do that right now. She was a lot of work. And again, the cat suit's from Hilaganda's Boutique on Etsy. These parts are just recycled, glittered, and painted and glittered and sealed. I forgot that part. So when this stuff dries, I use a high gloss sealer, this Aleene's acrylic sealer. I just, that's when I put the gloves, the boots on those chopsticks and give them like a little spray outside to kind of coat them, so so you don't have glitter get all over. It just kind of seals the glitter in there, protects it from crumbling away. I was worried when I tried to get these boots on and the gloves on that this glitter would just crumble and fall apart, but it didn't. I thought it would, like, you know, just not stick because those boots are kind of rubbery and the gloves are basically satiny, but it worked and held together, and I'm pretty happy with her. And yeah, so again, just to recap, I wish I had the paint that I use. It's a metallic kind of green. It's just, you know, kind of just to give it the base coat so none of the black shows through. But this is my, oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. ADHD. Okay, so again, what I used was this from Hobby Lobby, extra fine lime glitter. You can find this Aleene's at Joann's Fabrics, or I think Walmart. This ink black hair, from Doll Planet. They're on Etsy, or they have their own website. And of course I did style her hair using the boil method, so I just used hair gel, kind of just rolled up, you know, just took strands that were gelled, and I just kind of wrapped them up in hairpins. I didn't even use straws or nothing. The back's not the best, but don't judge. And then I got them all rolled up, and then I took just a spoon, and I dribbled the boiled water over the rolled up hair in the hairpins. I had affixed the ears before that process. I should mention that. So I took her bangs, folded them. I put on the cat ear headband, folded those, or I just kind of laid them over the top of the headband, like so. Very similar to the original. Did the same thing to her. And then kind of gelled that back first to keep it in place. Then when that was gelled in place, that's when I rolled all the hairpins up in these tendrils of hair. And then I dribbled boiled water over them, let it dry overnight. And I think I just took them out like late the next night. So anyway, that's how I made her. You can see my photo shoot with her on any of the Barbie doll groups that allow these kind of dolls. They're not vintage, but any kind of like doll groups that allow these kind of dolls, like Joy to the Fashion Doll Facebook group, Barbie Collectors, oh gosh, Barbie from 1990 to now. There's just several different Facebook groups. And again, you can see my photo shoot with her on my Instagram at @ThatRealDollGuy. If you guys have any questions, please add them below. I'll be more than happy to answer what I've done. Again, I'm a beginner. I don't think I'm super talented or creative. I just get lucky. I'm willing to try stuff. So anyway, the storyline was she's looking for a new look, talking to her cats, you know, kind of being lonely, and decided to come up with this. So anyway, you guys enjoy your holiday season. And for those of you who might be hit by this winter storm Elliott that's coming, that's supposed to be nailing Michigan and New York and some of the others, hunker down, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.